Hello, everyone. So I am going to go through how you can register your STEM Scout today in this quick online training. So the first thing that you want to do when you're going to register your STEM Scout is you want to go to this bit.ly link. So it's bit.ly/STEM youth. Once you go to this page, it will tell you what the program provides. If you're wanting to volunteer, you can register using that link. So let's just kind of walk through what this registration site looks like for our kiddos. So first it's going to ask you how many participants. So if you have brothers and sisters that are getting involved, you can, if you have 10 kids at home that want to do STEM Scouts, then you can click 10, and then it will prompt you to fill out all of their personal information individually. So let's just say that we have one participant. I'm going to say that my name is Brooke Myers. My telephone number is, we'll just make something up here. I don't know how far this video is going to go, so I don't want to put my personal information in there. And then my email address. So once I fill those things out, then I'm going to click continue. And then you'll see all of the prompts for the youth registration for what we need to know about the youth. So let's say that, my youth's name is Brooke Myers. Let's say my street address, this is the council office in Austin, Texas, 78753. Now my date of birth, let's just say that is 2011 so that it recognizes that I am in elementary school. And then I can choose my grade. Now, this is going to be dependent on what program you're actually in. So if I'm an elementary school student, then I'm going to choose the elementary program. If I'm in middle school, then I'll choose the middle school program. If you are above average fifth grader, then you might want to consider doing the sixth grade program. Or if you're an above average second grader, then you might want to consider doing the elementary school program. Just keep in mind that when these modules were written, they were written for 3rd through 5th grade and 6th through 8th grade. So they might need just a little bit of help. Okay, so we've got 3rd through 5th. And then I'm going to choose my ethnic background. I'm a female. Some labs are only available to students who attend corresponding school campuses. So there are going to be a few labs that are only open to students that go to that specific school. So let's just say that I go to a school called Boy Scouts, which doesn't exist. And let's say that my scouting email address is my youth school email address. The reason that we ask for your youth school email address is so that we can connect their school address to a Google Classroom. Not every single lab is going to use Google Classroom, but it's helpful to have the youth's email. Because of our youth protection policies, your youth will never receive an email from one specific adult. You will always, as a parent, be carbon copied in every single communication that goes to a youth because we do not like one-on-one communications. Then I will fill out my information as a parent. So let's say that I was born in 1975. I'm a female. There's my phone number. There's my parent address. If you prefer, you can also list your email address as well for the youth email address. If that's something that you would just prefer not to give out, then that's totally okay. And then I'm going to choose my lab preferences. So when would I like to start? We have a few different starting times this year so that we all stay on the same schedule. So let's say that I'm not really ready to start until October. Then I can say my preferred model of learning. Asynchronous means that I do this on my own within my family unit. Synchronous, 30 minutes per week, is only the discussion. So that means that the activity is done within the family or by the scout alone, and then they come to the meeting for 30 minutes to discuss what they learned with their peers and see their peers' other projects that they did. And then of course there is synchronous with 1 hour per week where they do the activity together as a lab, and then they discuss it as a lab following. So you can choose based on, you know, the model of learning that you think would fit best with your kiddos. Of course, this is just a preferred model of learning. So this just lets me know what your preference is. Not all models will be available. It will be depending on volume and the amount of volunteers that we have to support. And then you'll choose your preferred meeting time. I want to make a note that if you are somewhere outside of Central Texas and outside of the Central Standard Time, then all of these times are based on Central Standard Time. So make sure that you're thinking about that when you choose the best time. So you can always choose asynchronous, meaning that you're not showing up to a lab time, you're just doing the activities on your own as a family unit. And then other than that, you have plenty of other times that you can choose from. And if you are a lab specific to a school, then you should see that option show up here as well. So let's just say that I am synchronous to Tuesday at 5:30. That works for me. Right here, you can list any accommodations or things that we might need to be aware of. So I could say, you know, little Johnny is hyperactive. I could say my kiddo is dyslexic, or, you know, my kid is on the, you know, on the spectrum and needs some extra help. Anything that we need to know as volunteer facilitators of STEM Scouts is helpful for us. So you can leave any details that you need. If there are no details, then you can just click in A and continue forward. So then once you fill everything out, all of your preferences, sorry, it will kick it back if you don't complete every single question. So we have had issues with that so far. So once I get to the end here, then this will add to my shopping cart the $250 fee for STEM Scouts. And I can just click checkout, enter in all of my credit card information, and complete registration. So if you have any questions about how to register your youth, you're more than welcome to reach out to me directly at brooke.myers@scouting.org, or you can give me a call at 512-944-7732 if you're having issues registering. Okay, well, with that being said, thank you so much for your interest in STEM Scouts, and thank you so much for registering your kiddos in our program. We look forward to seeing them and teaching them STEM this semester.